San Xavier Mission, situated in Arizona, is designated as a National Historic Landmark. It was established as a Spanish Catholic mission back in 1692 by Father Eusebio Kino, a Jesuit explorer. This mission was built at the heart of a long-standing Indian settlement of the Sobaipuri O'odham Indians, positioned along the Santa Cruz River. As Spanish settlers expanded their territories northward from Mexico into what is now Arizona, they established a series of missions along the Sonoran mountain range with the help of Jesuit priests. Father Eusebio Kino, the founder of the mission, played a pivotal role in the mission system of New Spain, actively promoting Christianity. Besides being a Jesuit missionary, he was also an explorer and a skilled cartographer. Although he aspired to reside at San Xavier del Bac Mission, he passed away while serving as the resident priest at Mission Dolores in Magdalena, Sonora, Mexico in 1711. During the 17th and 18th centuries, Catholic missions played a crucial role in Spanish colonization efforts. These missions, typically overseen by Jesuit or Franciscan friars, facilitated the establishment of European settlements, which enabled the expansion of Spanish culture and influence. Their primary goal was to Christianize and assimilate Native Americans into Hispanic culture. Jesuits brought domesticated horses and cattle to the Tohono O'odham, also called the Papago, at San Xavier del Bac. Additionally, they introduced European crops such as wheat. Through these efforts, missionaries transformed the lifestyles of semi-nomadic Native Americans by promoting animal husbandry and establishing permanent settlements instead of seasonal ones. The settlement of San Xavier del Bac, situated near the Santa Cruz River, was originally a Tohono O'odham town known as Wak, a term in the Piman language meaning water. The construction of the mission, which remains standing today, commenced in 1783 under the direction of Father Juan Bautista Valderrain. To finance the building of the church, a loan of 7,000 pesos was secured. Father Valderrain enlisted the services of architect Ignacio Gayona and employed a sizable workforce of O'odham individuals to construct the church. It took several years to finish the construction, with the Franciscans finally completing the project around 1797. This coincided with the decline of the Spanish Empire's influence in North America. In 1821, Mexico transitioned into a republic following an 11-year-long revolution, and the new government required loyalty from the Franciscan priests. In 1828, Father Rafael Diaz, the resident priest at San Xavier del Bac, declined to support what he perceived as an anti-clerical regime and departed from the church. He marked the conclusion of the succession of priests residing at San Xavier del Bac for the subsequent 36 years. During the mid-1800s, San Xavier del Bac faced a period of uncertainty. In 1853, the Gadsden Purchase Treaty between the United States and New Mexico transferred ownership of the mission to the U.S. In 1859, the Catholic Church placed the church under the authority of the Santa Fe Diocese, led by Bishop Lamy. Under Bishop Lamy's direction, the diocese restored the church's exposed adobe brick. It was home to Jesuit Father Carolus Evasius Macea for 8 months in 1864. During his tenure, Father Macea established the first public school in Arizona. However, due to limited funding and the local Pima community's lack of interest, the parish had to close. In 1866, the mission resumed regular services after Tucson became an emerging diocese. At the mission, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet established a school in 1872. Presently, Franciscan Sisters of Christian Charity teach at the school and reside in the convent. In 1874, the U.S. government established the San Xavier Reservation. In the early 20th century, Bishop Henry Grandjean initiated renovations and new construction at the church. He supervised repairs to the church facade and mortuary wall, both damaged during an earthquake in 1887. Grandjean had the church completely repainted and replastered. Additionally, he erected a wall along the front of the convent and installed an arch at its east end. Grotto Hill, located 300 feet east of the church, features a small hillock with a white cross on top. A replica of the Grotto of Lourdes stands on the north side of the hill, a shrine to the Virgin Mary built under Bishop Grandjean's direction in 1908. The Franciscans came back to the mission in 1913, marking the return of a priest since Father Messiah. Father Ferdinand Oritz, a Franciscan from Tucson, became the first priest since then to serve the church. Since Father Oritz's arrival, California Franciscans have been overseeing the church and assisting the San Xavier Reservation. In 1947, they established a school for Pima children in the area. 2 years later, in 1949, they upgraded the church by installing new floors, fixing the roof and walls, and enhancing living arrangements in the convent. In contrast to many other historic Spanish missions of its time, the current church at San Xavier del Bac Mission showcases a predominantly European architectural style. Its Baroque design, a blend of Byzantine and Moorish influences, lacks significant Piman architectural elements, aside from some desert materials and aspects of the interior decor. The main structure is shaped like a Latin cross, featuring 2 octagonal towers with belfries at the front. The transept crossing is covered by a massive dome, and smaller domes flank it on either side. The mission grounds encompass various buildings including the main church, mortuary chapel, dormitory, patio, garden, and convent. Constructed by Autumn workers, the main edifice is made from adobe bricks held together with lime mortar. Its exterior walls are coated with white stucco. Inside, the walls and vaulted ceilings are adorned with finely painted and carved religious motifs. Frescoes illustrating the lives of Catholic saints embellish both the choir loft and the main chamber. This mission stands as the oldest surviving European building in Arizona. The stunning Spanish mission achieved National Historic Landmark status in 1960. Today, the church remains a vital part of the San Xavier Reservation community, offering its services to residents. Visitors are welcome to explore the church every day, except during special events, and are encouraged to attend regular masses alongside the San Xavier congregation. Ranked among the world's most impressive restoration endeavors since 1978, the San Xavier del Bac mission stands as a testament to preservation efforts on a global scale. Notably, experts who worked on restoring the Sistine Chapel in Rome also lent their expertise to this project, recognizing it as a pinnacle of Mexican Baroque architecture. Today, while restoration work continues, the mission has become a prominent tourist destination, earning the nickname the White Dove of the Desert for its radiant appearance in the Arizona sunlight. To date, approximately $15.5 million in private funding and grants have been invested in the restoration, with an additional $7 million needed for the final phases, expected to be completed by 2030. Situated at 1950 W. San Xavier Road on the Tohono O'odham Nation San Xavier Indian Reservation, just 9 miles south of downtown Tucson, Arizona, and easily accessible from Interstate 19, the mission welcomes visitors daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., except during special church events like weddings or funerals. The church gift shop operates from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the museum is open from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with no admission fee.